Gift Orban has now signed with Hellas Verona in the
Mhm.
Italian Serie A on a season-long loan from Hoffenheim. He only just joined Hoffenheim in January. We thought, that was the chance for him to revive himself. Played a few games, scored a couple of goals, and then the performances tailed off from there. What do you think about this move for Gift Orban? Do you think that Gift Orban can go back to the player that we all thought that he was when he was lighting it up for Ghent?
He's a cat with 9 lives who would have the opportunity to play in the German Bundesliga, French League, failed in the French League, moved to German Bundesliga, failed there, Italian Serie A. Now, the competition for that failure next is going probably in Spain or in England. So he's just a very lucky player. So I expect him to even look at himself and do well. He has been trying to test what in all the leagues. Maybe we end up in NBFL, but I'm joking. I just think that he needs to be settled now and perform well. I rate him highly because I believe he's a very good player. But what I cannot control is character.
I think with Gift Orban, no one can doubt that he's a talented player. The talent is there. We've seen it. I remember even when he was making an initial move from Ghent, one of the things that I was saying was that he's very raw, but he needs to be refined. And that refinement does not seem to have come, even though we're now 3 years past when he was at Ghent. By now, you'd have thought that he would have adapted to playing at a serious level. And like you mentioned, character is such a big thing. The way you act off the field, the things that you say, the things that you do, they all matter. These things matter at the highest level. You have to be professional. And he has had some issues with that. This is a boy that some years ago we're talking about him being in the Super Eagles and playing,
Arsenal.
We're talking about Arsenal exactly, where he went to now make a silly comment that he doesn't want to go to a team like Arsenal, but it's just unfortunate. And you rightly said, man, I like that the description that you gave, that he's like a cat with 9 lives, because usually it's the foreigners that fail upwards, but he seems to be failing and still be getting a good opportunity. I think that speaks to his natural ability and talent. People see that even though he's not working out, this boy is talented, this boy is good, and they want to believe that maybe they are the ones that can get him right. It's like if maybe there's this babe now that she has dated 1, 2, 3 guys, and you know that this babe, she has cheated on all of them, but you just believe, say, if Nami she don't go cheat, if Nami she don't go cheat, he'll be loyal to me. That's why everybody's taking a chance on him. And I really hope that things work out for him. I like him. He's a talented boy. I think he's one of those players, that you would just say needs to lock in, needs to focus. And Hellas Verona is not going to be easy. That's the truth. But when you do get your chances, make sure you take your chances so that whatever happens to your club, you can hold your head high and see that you delivered.